Hey guys, it's episode 200 of the Cat Lady channel. What is this? What is this? This is crazy. 200 episodes. And here, 8 years, 200 episodes. I don't know. It's wild. Thank you for joining me. I am a fiber related channel, so mainly yarn stuff with other crafts mixed in. Lately, it's been a lot of crocheting, and it's going to continue to be a lot of crocheting, I think, for a while. I do want to get some knitting projects folded into the mix very soon. I also want to do my knit along that I keep saying I'm going to do, but now it's spring summer, and I said I was going to start maybe spring summer. So yeah, I need to get on that ASAP. I need to order some things. I need to record a little video on rules and stuff. I'm like, I don't like making a lot of rules, but you have to make rules. So there's going to be some rules. Like, you can't make like a teeny tiny little like booty, and like make 50 of them and enter to win, because then that like skews the pot when then there's people that make sweaters. So like, how do you balance that out? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But I want to keep it simple. I don't want it like overly like, you know, most of the time people just say make things, but then I've done these before, and people have just like done a washcloth, and it's like, okay, and then they've done like 20 of them. It's like, So anyways, thank you for watching. If you're new, thanks for checking me out. I typically record snippets throughout the week and then post on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays or Monday. My internet was giving me a really hard time this weekend, so it took forever, but I made it. It eventually goes up. Show notes eventually get posted below. I eventually respond to your comments. All these things happen eventually, but I am a busy mom of 2 kids. I have a husband and a cat, and life is chaos. And it's been good, but it's been chaotic. So that's that. If you want to follow me, you can on social media. I'm on Instagram primarily as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, all one word. I have a Facebook group, but pretty much just the Instagram stuff goes over to the Facebook, just to cover both grounds. Some people don't have Instagram, some people don't have Facebook, so covers both of those. I have the YouTube channel. I have my Ravelry pages are always usually up to date. I don't use the Ravelry group anymore, but I still have it linked below. I have a Discord server for just chatting, general chatting and sharing of things. Very, very good group. Very, very nice group. I really enjoy the people there. And that's it, pretty much. If you have any questions, you feel free to do not message me on Facebook, because I don't get those. They're very hard to find, and I can never get them. You can message me on Instagram though, and you can comment down below, or you can send me an email, craftycatlady or thecatladydesigns@gmail.com, either or. I believe it's listed down below. If not, it's whatever the YouTube channel is at Gmail. It is Wednesday, April 19th. Yes, it is Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. I'm getting a haircut today. I'm very excited. I'm just gonna, I really like the way it is now, but it just needs to be cleaned up. So I need to like be straightened up, so it's not like curling like this, and like little ends aren't like, so I kind of like the way I like the volume it's giving me right now. It just needs to clean it up. So that is what I'm doing today at 10:15. It is currently 9:38, so almost time. Anyways, you are here to hear, well, if you are still here, you know that I rant and I rave and I chat and I share. So you are here for that. If you're new, that's what I do. So anywho, I shared this on Instagram because I was so excited about it, and I really love it. I made another flower pot coaster set by Bruna Ticality. I don't know. It'll be linked down below. But she made, I've made like 4 of these now. I made the pink one for my mom. I made the red one for Emily. I made a red and white one for my friend. So this is the 4th one that I've made for me. This one's for me. I did use different yarn for the pot, and I'm not happy with it because it's too soft. So honestly, the stiffer material works better, and I feel like it should be a little bit bigger. But since it's just for me, it's just kind of manhandle it in there, and it's fine. So that's that, and then the coaster, I will pull one out, because actually I have these ones layered in there because I think it looks better. It looks like that. So they're super cute. I really like them. This one uses, and this is Lily Sugar and Cream. This was a straight, or no, it's a variegated one. But I like how each petal like kind of uses 2 colors. So it's like doop, doop. and they kind of end up being the same. So it's like you get dark blue, pink, light pink, blue, and it alternates all the way around. So I think that's really cute. And I think all together they just look really, really cool. So shove that back in there, kind of. Actually, just kind of place that on top. So, and this just sits on my table downstairs. So I really want to make more, but I like don't need any more. Actually, I could maybe use one in my bedroom, which I think I said I was going to use one for my bedroom, but I don't know. I might make another one. I do want to make another succulent one because that was really fun. But that one was, I don't know. I have this one memorized. Like I can just do it now. I don't even have to look at the pattern. So they're all her patterns. I think you can buy her patterns, but she has YouTube tutorials, and that's what I use because honestly, I'm a little cheap. I don't like buying patterns unless it's like something big. If it's something simple YouTube, like a crop top or something, I'm just gonna do the YouTube and I just write it down and have it. That's that. I haven't touched my skirt. I haven't touched my skirt. I haven't touched my dress. I've been just doing all these small things, and I've been excited about plants. And I told you I was getting a plant book. Oh shoot! I thought it was in here. Okay, pause. I'm gonna pause this. Okay, I am back with my book. So it is Crocheted Succulents, and it is by Emma Varnum, and it is in UK terms. So it's not a big deal, but it's a little bit like you just got to think before you do it. And I'm doing a very simple one, and I've already memorized it because it's very simple. Where is it? It is the string of pearls. There it is. String of pearls. And I'd like to make a big one. So these ones are like, that's probably actual size. She has an actual size one in, yeah. So actual size is that. So, but I'd like to make a bigger one. So I bought a pot from the Dollar Tree. So I'd like to make it this size. So I need to figure out how to make a soil. So they have directions for a soil, and really all it is a big bowl. I don't really want to make it a ball because I feel like it's going to waste a lot of yarn. Like if you're making a small one, you make this little ball to fit in there, and then that's fine. But this one just needs to be a big circle, and then maybe like, so what I need like a foam form to sit in here. So like the circumference of that, and it'll just kind of sit on top really. And then make a cover for that foam form. So it'll be a circle and then go down a couple rows and then just sit over the form. That's my plan. But this is a nice big pot, and I want this to drape down. And originally I was thinking a hanging pot, so I could make a hanger for it at some point. But I'm thinking I have this, these large cabinets in my dining room that have like my Polish pottery and my china and stuff in it. And at the top, I could put one pot, and I bought 2 pots. So I could put one on each side. The other one that hangs is the jade plant. Let's find that. I'll show you all the plants, actually. Jade necklace. What page? 38. So I could make this on the other side. It's like a spirally. So one side could, I love that yarn. I don't know what yarn that's using. What is it? Sheepish? I can't say that. Secret Garden. But it's obviously some kind of, oh, it's called Herb Garden. But it's obviously some kind of like ombre colored. So it's really cute. But I'll have to look up the real plant and see what color green it really is. If it's a darker green, if it's a lighter green. The green I'm using is Karen Simply Soft. Oh, I should show you what I made. I'm using Karen Simply Soft. Is my Grogu color that I used. I don't have the label for it anymore, so I don't exactly know what color it is actually, but I used it for Grogu. I was gonna make myself another Grogu, but I haven't, and now I'm thinking I want to make like one of the life-size ones. I still have to buy the pattern, so that I would buy a pattern for because it's big and complicated. So that's that. But Googling it, this was similar to the color, and it's similar to the color she uses in the book. But I have I love these. I just love them. And they're like addicting to make. They're easy to make. And let's see. I did post these on Instagram as well. So they have a top and a bottom. So these are this top part you sew into the soil. So let's see. And I'm just kind of went with a generic length, like longer than the pattern called for. because again, I'm making it in a bigger pot. Okay, so these are all I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they're gonna come out of the pot like this, I could make a few longer strands, but that's a pretty good length actually. But yeah, make maybe a few long and then a few short and make a whole bunch. So that's 6. So maybe like 18, 20 of them maybe at least. So look how cute that looks. And it looks like real from a distance. If you're not looking at the strings hanging down, those will all be woven in. So I am really enjoying this. And this is a super easy travel project. Everything about this. I think I'm just going to keep these in the pot. So I need to figure out the soil, which I have a brown in Karen Simply Soft as well. And that's it. That's all I have for stash. So if I make more plants, I'm going to have to buy more yarn because I don't have any other plant colors. Let's see the book. But this is the succulents book, and I really want the houseplant book. But some ones in here that I really like are, I like all the wild ones. So I like the holiday cactus. It's like a Christmas cactus. I do like the traditional looking cactus. The Saguro cactus is cute. But all these are small because they're succulents. So like, how cool would it be to have like a giant cactus? Now, could I adapt it? Maybe I could figure it out. Oh, I like the aloe vera. That one's kind of cool. What else? Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty cool. But for the most part, I want the houseplants book because I want the different variety of plants. So yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm doing about that book. If I'm gonna buy that book or if I'm going to see if I can, I like this one too, the Peruvian apple. I'm not sure why it's that color, if it really is that color or if she's just taking some artistic license in that. Tall tree cactus, it can be blue-green in color, which is why I've indicated using this teal yarn. So it is a blue-green one. That's kind of pretty. And I like her pot there too. So is that like a coffee cup? Almost looks like a coffee cup. Anyways, I am getting distracted. But a lot of these, you make the soil bowl. So for this kind of thing, the soil like balls up. But for the string of pearls, it's not. Maybe. Oh, actually it is. But for what I'm doing, it doesn't need to. I could just make a half dome and stuff it up a little bit. And like, I don't know. Or I could just make it flat and it's fine. Because if you have a real plant, it's not going to be balled up like that. It's going to be flat. So, okay. I'm done ranting about plants. That's all I've done. Oh, and I also got this book from the library. But I don't know if I can do anything in there. It's mandalas. I just want to look. I guess I just want to look through them, I guess, and see some of the patterns. But most of them are made for smaller, like diameter is 9 3/4. That's too small for my 12-inch hoops. But maybe I could just add another round of something on it. So Dahlia, this one was my favorite one. Let's see. Where's the Dahlia? This was one of my favorite. Yeah, this one. It's really pretty. And yeah, if I just add another round to it, potentially could add like another shell round or something, and that would probably make it big enough. These ones are pretty. So, I mean, I could adapt them. The one on the cover is really pretty. But I have a couple more of those metal hoops. Of course, I still have my mandala sitting over here because I had it hanging on my door. And then I put up all the Christmas decorations, so I took it down. And I made one for my grandmother. And that's now hanging on my door here. So maybe I should take this back downstairs, hang on the door. So I do like this one. Which I believe, I think I have this linked on Ravelry. I'll try to put the pattern down below. It's a free crochet pattern. I just got these hoops on Amazon, so super easy. And that's it. So I'm going to keep working on my strings. Maybe I will start the soil to see if I can, I need to see if, I think I have some circle foam pieces, but I don't know if they're big enough. So I will work on that. So you'll be seeing some progress on my jade. And I will probably work on my dress, but again, this isn't portable. Like this is like, and I haven't had time at home to craft. I've been doing most of my crafting like out. So if I'm in the car or if I'm at the piano or whatever with David. So there's not been a lot of like out. So maybe, so this I will take with me to the piano. I'll take it with me to robotics. So I'll like get a lot done there. This I have to sit home and do, and I just haven't had time. So that's it. I've blabbered too long. So I will be back later this week, probably on Friday. So the two clips a week seem to be what's working right now because there's not much going on. So I appreciate everyone continuing to watch because there isn't a lot going on, but if I don't record regularly, then I kind of lose steam and it makes it so much harder. So this is more for my benefit to just record weekly, even if there's not much to share. So please like, subscribe, share. I would love to get to 1,000. I'm at like 905, which is pretty cool. But shouldn't take 8 years to get to 1,000, but here we are. Not complaining. Not complaining. I do this for me. I don't do this. I mean, I do this for me. Really, I would just do this for fun. And like someone made a comment about like, don't ever delete your videos. I might have mentioned this before, but like her mother passed away, and like, how amazing will it be for my kids to have all these videos of me being goofy and silly, and they're in some of them, and I'm just like, it will be a fun timepiece for them to have, as long as they stay on YouTube. I do have them all backed up, almost. I have a handful of them backed up like online in the cloud, and then I have another half like on a hard drive. So I have a ton of them backed up. So they will have tons of videos of their crazy mother doing her crazy things, and that's kind of cool because I don't have that for my parents either. Like my mom barely likes to take pictures as it is. So I do this for me, and so again, here I go rambling. I will see you in the next clip. Hey guys, it's Friday and I am in a different location at the moment because all my stuff is in this location. I've literally had one project I've been working on this week, and it's my plant, and all my plant pieces are all on the table here. So this is where I am. But I also have one other thing to show you that I finished. I will show you that first actually. So I got this Lego set, the dried flower arrangement from Jim for Easter. He had bought it a while ago, but he put it out for Easter. It's very fragile, but this is the top. So it can hang on the wall like this. It's got these two little hook spots built into it. So I need to find a place to hang it. It's very pretty. I love that you can make something so kind of realistic looking out of Legos. So I love the little pumpkins that are kind of hanging there, and the rose. I don't know, it's really cool. So that's done. I finished that yesterday. I think when I showed you the box, it showed a couple different configurations. If you buy 4 of them, you can arrange them into like a centerpiece. So like you would need 4 sets, which is kind of silly. So that is the first thing I finished this week. In other things, I am starting to attach my plant. So here's my soil. Boy, that was kind of a trial and error. It's just a circle, but I started with, I'm using a G hook for the actual plant pieces. And so I used a G hook to start, and this is Karen Simply Soft in like a dark brown. I started with single crochets because that's a lot of the patterns call for single crochets with the G hook, and it was way too tight. It was like not looking good. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch to an H hook. So I switched to an H hook. Still, it was like wavy and like stiff, and I just didn't like it, and it was just complicated. And I can't count, I can't read my single crochet as well as other stitches, like visually seeing where I made my increases. And I had a problem when I was doing the knitted or the crocheted version of knitted knockers. I like couldn't tell where I made my increases, and it was really too hard to like read my work, and it was really annoying. I just don't like single crochets. I know they're very important for amigurumis. Now in this, yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I mean, obviously I'll do it and especially when it's the darker yarn. So maybe if it was the green yarn, like, cause I made the Baby Yoda, Grogu, and it was okay. And I obviously had to do increases, but I also kind of like, I don't know, I like sat quietly. Like I kept getting distracted. I was at piano trying to count. It just wasn't working. So anyways, all that to say that this is half double crochet, and I totally even forgot because I'm like, I can't do double because double's too airy, too holy. You know, it's like there's too much. So then I was Googling crocheted soil again, and there was a pattern for half double. Like, oh, half double, that's right. So these are half doubles, and that's perfect. It looks fine. I did put a little stuffing in there, so it's a little lumpy-ish, but it's soil. It's not supposed to be like perfect. I think it's fine. So I made my rounds, and then when I got it big enough, I made a back loop only row, so it causes the fabric to fold down. I made a couple rows there, so it's kind of like a cover, and there's a piece of foam that is it was like a 5 7/8 inch round that I actually had to trim down because when it like just barely fit in here, so I knew as soon as I put the yarn part over it, it wasn't gonna fit at all, and so I trimmed it, put the yarn over, and then I just, honestly, I'm not gonna pull this out because it's in there now, but I just tied it across the bottom. So I put the stuffing in, and then I just tied it in a knot underneath. So it's very ugly underneath, but like, why? What does it matter? So, and it's not wasting a ton of yarn because I only had to make the cover. I didn't have to make this giant bowl that fits in there. And just, yeah, I think it looks good. And once all the plant pieces are on there, it's going to be great. And it's going to be hanging up high on that counter, on one of those. This is why I was talking about my shelving earlier. That's the one it'll go on, probably. Either that one or the one that's over there. So it'll be up here. So you're not even going to see it. But I've attached 3 of the longest pieces. These are the long, actually I just today made a couple more longer ones. So then, yeah, so those will kind of piece in there a little bit. I think I just made 3 that were longer just to give it a little extra. And then I have varying lengths. So I have some really short ones to go right on top. So and I actually want a couple more of these. So like once I get all the longer, I'm going to layer them basically. So once I get all the long ones in, I'm going to kind of layer the shorter ones, and then the very short ones will go in right at the end just to kind of layer on top like that. So I'll probably make a couple more of those. I got some like medium length ones. So maybe not actually, maybe these and those, maybe what I got is fine. And then they get longer, but still kind of short. And then I still have a handful of like long ones. So I'm just going to keep popping them in the center part. So pretty much I'm going to try to go all the way around. So I figure then some of them will flop over this way and they're all going to face the one way to hang off the edge. But I think it's going to be super cute. I don't know how many I need. So I'm just going to, I wanted to make some more long ones to make sure I want a whole layer of long ones first just to make sure I have the long ones in there. And then I'll start just throwing them in there. That's kind of my plan. So that's what I'll work on this weekend. This color I didn't know before, but now I know is pistachio. That is the color from Karen's Simply Soft. My yarn's on the couch. I'm getting kind of lowish, but I do want to get a different color for the other plant. The jade, was it the jade plant? Can't remember. The other hanging plant that I showed earlier this week. So if I have to get another one of those, I will. And then I will get a darker green. I got my hair cut, so it's actually, I really like it. I like this length. I think this is where I'm kind of settling. So I mean, the super short was fine, but I didn't love it this time. I've had it done super short before and loved it, but I didn't love it last time. So I like this. I like this kind of fullish look. And yeah, it's not super like, it's not curling anymore and sticking out weird. So very happy with this. Jim is going to go away for a night this weekend. He's going to have a little guy night on his own, and he's looking forward to that. So I had a girls' night not too long ago with my friend. We got together and I worked on my snakes. So that's a couple weeks ago. So he is due for a movie, video game night, pizza night. So it'll just be me and the kids this weekend. Emily's got a bunch of things, so it's gonna be same old, but I feel like I'm gonna have a little more time to work on like my plants. I really should work on my snakes, so I will spend some crafty time. The weather's not supposed to be great, it's supposed to be rainy, so it'll just be a buckled down. Oh, track's canceled today. Just got that notification. So Emily will be home soon. And yeah, it's Friday. It's just gonna be chill weekend. And well, it's gonna be chill for me. Emily's got a bunch of things I gotta drop her off to, but other than that, we're gonna chill and hopefully craft. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this weekend as well, I'm gonna work on some rules and stuff for knit along, make along. So please chime in with any ideas you have for a make along. It's gonna be Cat Lady You get extra points for Cat Lady yarn, even though I'm not dyeing anymore. I still think about it all the time. I still think about it like at least once a week. Like, oh, I should go dye some yarn. But then I gotta sell it. That's the hard part. Like, I love the dyeing part, but like the selling of the yarn is just very difficult. And I just don't have the brain space. And I just don't have the dedication really to do it, because I just have so many other things that are like higher priority, including like the children's activities and stuff. And, you know, I got all my other things I want to do, because I mean, that just takes away from like the crafting time, and it takes away from my piano time. And it's like, there's just so many other things. So I feel like I will get there again. And I do have to make a call at some point if I'm going to. I don't want to lose my website. So I guess I'm going to just keep paying the domain price every year, which isn't much. But I got a P.O. box that probably needs to go, because that's kind of expensive. And I don't pay for the website, so really it's just my P.O. box that probably needs to go. But then every year I'm paying for, you know, the LLC renewals and stuff. And again, it's not much, but it adds up so just throwing that out there. So Cat Lady Make Along coming soon. Hopefully I just need to write out my ideas as far as rules and stuff go. I need to look into buying some things, so I will have time this weekend to do that, I think. So that will be my plan. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a great week next week. And I hope you get to craft all the things.